So let's understand the reality behind the EC2 machine. So while developing the code, what you do, you write code in your Java or the Python or the different languages based on requirement, correct? So you run that particular application on your local system and you see the application, correct? So what happens, like you have to run your application, you require some of the resource like CPU, memory, and according to the application it might require either a less number of resources or the higher number of resources. So what I'm trying to say, that you are running your application on a hardware system, correct, on your actual machine, that's your laptop. What is the EC2? EC2 is also similar to your laptop system, but that is on the public cloud system, correct, that is being offered through the AWS or the GCP or the Azure, the different cloud vendor which are in the market. So just suppose that when you are here on the AWS console and you click on the instance, and when you click on the launch instance, what is happening over here? You are going to create a laptop on the data center of the AWS, correct? So AWS is providing you some of the physical machines which you cannot see. So that physical machine will be in the backend, and you are going to create your own laptop on that physical machine. So you don't have to manage that physical system anyway, but you are going to have a part of that physical machine for which on which you will be working. So just suppose what I am saying, that if I give a name here, my laptop, just for this EC2 machine, for this EC2 machine I am giving the name my laptop. Then I am going to select the software. Like if you have one laptop, correct, what you can do, either you can have your Linux software, Linux operating system, or if you have MacBook, you can go with the Mac OS, or you can if you have the Lenovo ThinkPad or Dell or other systems, correct, you can go with the Windows. But here on the cloud side, you do have the flexibility, whether you can work with your Mac, or you can work with your Linux system, or you can work with the Windows. So you don't have to purchase all these three systems all together, correct? You can choose any of the software on which you can create your own laptop or your own machine, and that you can launch and work, correct? So here cloud gives you the flexibility. So I'm just going with the Amazon Linux, correct? So I'm going to launch a Linux software. Then I do have the option or the flexibility to select the the resources as well, correct? How much CPU, how much memory I want for my laptop, correct? If you purchase 32 GB the system with the configuration 32 GB of RAM, correct, i5 generation or i7 generation, so that flexibility of hardware, the number of memory, the how much RAM should be there, correct, how number of core of CPU should have be there, correct? So all those flexibility you do have to select over here. Like either you can go with the T2.x large, which has 4 core of CPU, 16 GB of memory, or you can go with the C5.18x large, which have 72 core of CPU, 144 GB of memory. So based on the requirement, you can select any number of resources, correct? Then for the security reasons, on your laptop you do have like passwords and other things. Here it has the key pair value through which you can ensure that who can log into your laptop or who cannot log in, correct? So that security can be governed from here. I just selected the public keyword. Then the networking part, like from where the request can be made. So someone having the access on your laptop, then only they can make the request. They will go to that particular software, either the PyCharm or the Visual Studio Code where you have developed the code. Then they will be running your certain commands to run the application, and then they will be able to run your application whatever you have developed. Here also how your traffic will flow, correct, which kind of request can come to your application, that will be governed through the network settings, that is your VPC, correct? So here you will be selecting your VPC, you will be selecting your subnets based on the requirement, whatever the subnets you want, and the public IP. Why public IP is required? If you want to log in into this particular system outside this cloud as well, correct, outside this AWS cloud console, so for that you will require this public IP. Or if you want to access your application which you will run on this laptop from the browser, correct, for that you will require the public IP address. So that is required here. Then you will be selecting the security group, like which kind of port can be open to for your application. You will select, go with all this configuration, and then you will click on the launch instance and your laptop will be ready here, correct? As you can see, this instance is ready, and as soon as you see it's running, a state is running. What does that mean? That means your laptop is ready to use. You will be clicking, you will be click here connect, and you can directly run any of the commands, just like how you run commands on your terminal. Either you are working with your Windows system or you are working with your Mac system, you go to the terminal, you run certain commands to install software, you run certain commands to run your application. In the similar way, you can run the commands over here as well. Like if I do the sudo su, I'm logged in with through the root user. If I have to install something, I will just click on the yum update -y, and your package manager will be updated here, correct? Or I can go with any other commands, like let me terminate here, command C. Yeah, it has been terminated. So if I have to install some of this software, like if I want to install git, so I will do git -y, and it will install the git. So it's similar to how install git on your Windows system, on your Mac system, or if you have the Linux software, Linux operating system on your system, correct? So AWS EC2 works in a similar way. It's a kind of laptop, but on the behind scene, it's the physical machine which is being managed through the AWS cloud itself. So this is what I wanted to explain you in this particular video, and stay tuned with the channel and subscribe to the channel. And this works with like a pay as you go model. So AWS provides you that particular payment model. So till the moment you will be using this as AWS EC2 instances, you will pay the charges for that. For the laptop, you have to purchase it, you have to keep it you have to keep it with yourself till the moment that laptop does not get expired, correct? It's not working. But here you have the flexibility to pay for only that moment up to which you use. The moment you stop using it, it will you can stop and you can terminate the AWS EC2 instance, just like I will be terminating it over here. So if you see, you will be you will click on the instance state. You can either stop or you can terminate. So as soon as I terminate, I'm free from this laptop. I don't have to pay anything for this. But if I purchase the actual laptop, I will have to pay the full amount, correct? You can't go with the EMI for 1 month or for certain. Otherwise, you can rent that laptop as well. That is also available in the market. So AWS EC2 instances is just like that. You can rent it for some time and you can use, and you can just terminate that. So I just wanted to talk about all these things in this particular video. Stay tuned and subscribe to the channel for more interesting videos on the technical side, on the DevOps side, and for the interview preparation as well. Till the time, thank you. Bye bye.